We went 24-hour days smoking weed and just locked in on this same computer, going up and down, just going through the course, trying to figure out the basics and how to trade and make money. Now I'm ready to risk my money to try to make even more money.
Welcome to another edition of the Journey of Freedom podcast. And I'm Dr. B. I'm your host. And oh man, when we think about what life brings us, and we think about all the different things we could be doing, and how blessed we truly are to be able to wake up every single day. Today, I was out walking this morning. I'm here in Denver, Colorado, and the temperature is like, I don't know, it's 28 or 27 or something like that, and wind chill is like 13 or 14. And I was just thinking about how fortunate I am to be able to wake up this morning, and how fortunate I am to be able to get up and go have a little walk, and to have two legs that are still working. The older I get, the more I start thinking about, 120 years from now, Eric, I know none of us are here, right? And so all we can do is the legacy and, what we can leave behind. And the older you get, the closer that comes to saying, wow, what am I going to do? And it was so neat to, just ask you, what are you excited about? And you told me working on me, and there's so many people who don't do that. There's so many people who just exist that they don't progress because they get stuck in spots where you just go, wait a minute, well, what are you going to do? Well, and then they start complaining, right? They complain about, where they live. They complain about how much money they make. They complain about their job. They complain about, and then I want to say, well, what are you doing to make it better?
Right.
Well, I can't do nothing. I have no time to do nothing. Well, we always got time, right? If you're watching TV or like how many basketball games did you watch in the last, in the last 2 months? Because all of those guys are they're living their dreams, right? They're traveling all over the country and they're playing games and enjoy. If they're baseball players, they're playing 100-some game, whatever it is that a season lasts, and we're watching them. Which I'm not saying is a bad thing, and I'm not saying don't go to. I love watching football. I love watching basketball. I love watching baseball, but not at the expense of me working on me. Not at where I take that away from me. So that I can, sometimes I have those conversations. I go to the barbershop or I go wherever we're hanging out, and they'll know all the stats of whoever the player is, right? LeBron, I can tell you everything I know about LeBron. Then you ask them about their kids, they lost, right?
Yeah.
It's just sad. And so I just love the fact that you're on and you're willing to talk to us about some of the things that you're doing. And, I know I've asked you to tell your story and then we'll just kind of go from there and chop it up. But it's just so neat because, the journey to freedom. I don't know if you've been able to watch any of these podcasts, but we're at about 150 episodes now. And it's all Black men who are doing things to work on themselves, doing things to make our world a better place, doing things to make sure that they leave those legacies. And so I'd love to hear your story and where you're at, and we'll just chop it up after that. So thanks.
Hey, well, my name is Eric Seay, and I'm from a small town named Albany, Georgia. And my journey started when I first wanted to play football. I was always a football type of guy, sports type of guy, but I gravitated and caught a love for football. And I was always a bigger kid. I was always the fattest kid. In any friend group, any association, I was always the biggest. So from 5 years old, from me being able to walk to now, I've always been the biggest, like the biggest kid ever. And that was my biggest problem with me because I'm 25 years old, and from the time I could talk and walk to 24 years old, I've never found love for myself, and I hated looking at myself in the mirror. That was my biggest problem. Like I never recorded myself. I never took pictures. I hated pictures only because I hated looking at that person in that picture or in that video, and knowing that person was me, I didn't like that. That image, me and that image, we never got along. So me being a bigger kid, all I did was put all my focus into something I was good at, which was football. So I put my focus into football through middle school and high school, and I made it a dream and a goal of mine to use football as a way out, use football as an escape to get away from that small town. Because back in town, there's nothing but violence and drugs and this and that. The normal black people, normal black person stay in the hood, ghetto.
Yeah.
So I know everybody, every black person, not every black person, but if you're from the hood or the ghetto, they tell you to use sports to get out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna use sports to get out of my situation, better my situation, because my family, we weren't poor, but we weren't rich either. So we were good middle class, and my people did everything they could in their power to make sure me, my brother, had everything we needed and to stay out the streets. So we use sports to stay out the streets. And I use football all the way up. I use football to get me to high school. I got to high school, and I wanted to go play D1 football. I felt like I was good enough to play D1 football, but everybody told me I was too short because I'm 6'1", and I was around 315 pounds. So everybody told me I was too short, but I had all the skills and the requirements that they wanted, except for the height. That was the only thing stopping me from going to Alabama or Ohio State or Michigan or anything like that. So I ended up getting a call from one of my teammates, and he told me that this school would allow me to come play with him. Me and my teammate, we'll be able to come play at the school, Middle Tennessee State, as preferred walk-ons, because they liked our film and they didn't have enough scholarships for us, so we'll be able to earn the scholarship. So we said, okay, cool, we'll go do that. Knowing us, knowing our grind, knowing how we perform, we were good to go. We get to school 2017, I say summer, late summer, fall, right before fall, because we had not fall break. What we had? It's called fall camp. We went in fall camp, so we didn't go work out with them. And it was just straight us until fall camp. We got fall camp 2017, and that's when college started. We got adjusted. I didn't play the first year. I sat in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, the whole year on the practice squad and just putting in reps, trying to figure out how am I going to get on the field and earn a scholarship so my people didn't have to pay out of pocket for school. First year went by, they were still overlooking me. I was doing everything right that they wanted to see in the rooms, but I never got a shot or a chance because to me, I felt like it was favoritism because they wanted all the seniors. The seniors came in together. The first 5 offensive line, because I played offensive line. Okay. So the seniors, they came in together, so they wanted them to lead together on a good high note, starting stats looking good. So I was like, okay, I get that. You go to the NFL, you fulfill your dreams. Okay, cool. Second year came around, and I'm like, the same thing was going on. They was looking at me, they was throwing me out there, giving me a chance, but nothing really was popping off how I wanted to. And I'm like, my people still coming out of pocket for school, so I gotta make some shit. I gotta make something happen right now. So I got on the phone with my mom during the season, like beginning of the season. I'm like, yeah, this ain't working. We don't have to go to another school because I know I'm better than all these guys that they putting up over me. It's just they got scholarships, so they finna invest in their money first before they look at me and give me a shot. And she told me, she said, just sit down, trust God, and you like this is your plan. Just stay down, put the work in, and it all happen for you if you put the work in, you doing what you're supposed to do. So I listened to it, I took the advice, I said, okay, cool. I first got into college. I came into Middle Tennessee State fall camp at 325 pounds, 325, 6'1". My third year, going into my third year, I ended up dropping down to like 290, 295 because I knew I was too fat to move around. I wasn't doing and taking the precautions and the steps that they wanted to see and they wanted to take because I was too slow. I was out of shape, always coming in last place and something other than lifting weights. So I just locked in on me. Everything was about me. Like I went to classes just because my parents paid for classes and stuff like that to make sure I stayed on the field. But everything was about me getting in shape, getting to the best of my ability to become my highest self so I can get on the field, perform, and get to my dream, which was the NFL. So I got down to 295, and they started bragging towards the linemen, offense and defensive linemen, on how Eric C got in shape just to get on the field. How Eric C did this to get our attention. So I got their attention with me getting my body right, getting in shape, because nobody else was getting their body right. It was just there on scholarship, trying to do what they do, perform. So after I got my body right, well, while I was getting my body right, I'm constantly after practice. I'm the one staying the longest after practice. I'm the one putting in the work. I'm the one going into detail on what they want to see, become phenomenal at what they want to see, and execute what they want to see on the field and on tape. So I'm doing that while losing weight, getting in shape, this, that. And I finally came around the fall camp, and I'm still a preferred walk-on. I came around the fall camp, and they started progressing me into the lineup. I was like fourth, fifth string scout team. They moved me up to third string. They moved me up to second string. And eventually, I beat out the first string guy. And my offensive coordinator, he told me we had a big offensive meeting because we played Michigan. We played the University of Michigan September 2nd. And I think that was the first Saturday game of the season. And we had an offensive meeting, like it was a week before the game. I think it was that Friday, 2 weeks before the game, that Friday night. And we had a big offensive meeting, and the offensive coordinator, he was talking to us about the game and how people done developed this, that, just priming us up for the game. And he ended up calling me out the blue. He called me out. He said, Eric, stand up. I stood up in front of everybody, and he was like, this is the definition of discipline, consistency, and putting in the work and the action to get to a starting job. And he told everybody he told me in front of everybody that I was going to be starting against the University of Michigan, my first game, my first snap ever at Middle Tennessee State against Michigan in front of 120,000 fans. Like that first game, it broke the season record, attendee record. It was 120,000 there.
Woo.
That was the first game ever, and everybody was congratulating me. They was like, "You ready? You ready? You nervous?" And I'm like, "Nervous? Why would I be nervous? I've been training for this moment.
I've been working my whole life. Yeah,
I've been working my whole life for this moment. I'm ready, if anything." So before the game, I say that Monday or Tuesday before the game, my head coach called me in, and he was telling me about a scholarship. He was telling me to just keep going. We don't have any scholarships right now, but eventually, before the year is over, you'll get your scholarship and you'll be good to go. So I played the first game, had a phenomenal game. The next game we had Duke. The next game we had Iowa. We went to Iowa playing all the NFL prospects, and I'm just doing my thing. The season go on, and I'm still I started the whole season. The season go on.
Are you playing guard?
Yeah, left guard. And the season went on. This was my junior year of college, but my red shirt sophomore year.
Okay.
Because I got red shirt the first year. So my red shirt sophomore year, but I'm a junior in the school. So it's 3 years in the college. And the whole season go by, and it's like every month or two, the head coach called me and he tell me, the scholarship's coming, just keep working. All my teammates coming up to me, hey, bro, you still not on scholarship? What's going on? You not on scholarship yet? Ooh. I'm like, bro, I don't know what's up with the scholarship thing, but scholarship not even on my mind anymore. I'm just focused on performing on this film so these scouts can come check me out. That's all they just need to see what I can do, give me a chance, and that's all I need. Just like I did here, that's all I need, just a chance. So everybody coming in, the scholarship, but they tripping. It's 1 year out there. I'm like, bro, it's straight. So I go a whole season, no scholarship. Still prefer walk-on, still paying everything out my pocket, meals and classes. So the whole season went by. I'm starting, okay, cool. I got a season full of film.
Mhm.
After that, it was the 2020 season came up, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. The 2020 season was coming up, and that's when COVID hit.
Yeah.
COVID started coming around. They gave us this voluntary year where you could play or you could opt out, but it wouldn't count against you. And around that time, we had a break right before they told us about the COVID because we went to shutdown, and
Yeah.
then they made us come back into school. So during the shutdown, me and my little brother, because I have a little brother, he's 2 years younger than me. We at home, we playing the game during the shutdown. We playing 2K all day and night, playing 2K, trying to be the best, trying to get on YouTube and streams and just playing the game. And one day, it's just this one particular day, we just lose every single. We played like 20 2K games, and we lost every single game. And I was in the bedroom, he was in the living room because we stay with our grandparents.
Mhm.
I stayed with my grandparents most of my life, and my mom moved in with my grandparents. So it was my grandma, my granddad, my brother. Yeah, me and my brother. It was 5 people in a 3-bedroom house. So me and my brother slept together throughout middle school and high school together in one room, and they had their own separate room, but we all stayed in one household. So
Okay.
that was the biggest motivation for me to get to the NFL and change all this because we'll never do this again. We'll never feel like none of that. So during the COVID era, everybody at home, all the kids on the game, and we lost 20 games straight. So I'm in the bedroom, he in the living room. He come to the bag and he just flop on the bed. And he said, bro, we got to figure out a way to make some money or something. And I'm like, bro, you ain't never lied because the game getting old. So later on that day, I kid you not, two hours later on that day, because it was like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I say later on that day, about 2, 3 hours later, he gets a call from his friend, childhood friend, and he was like, hey, bro, you ever heard about Forex? You ever heard about Forex? And he was like, nah. Ooh. And he gave him the rundown about Forex. And then he brought me the phone. He said, Eric, man, he put him on speaker. He said, you got a list to do. He talking about making some money, Forex, trading. I'm like, trading? I said, I heard about it before. It's like stocks, right? He was like, yeah. So I gave him my opening ear, and he gave me the rundown about trading in the Forex market. And come to find out, the thing that he was selling, the product that he was selling, it wasn't about trading Forex. It was really a pyramid scheme called IML, International Markets Live. And it was like, I get on the phone, I recruit you to be on my team, and then you get on the phone, you recruit people, and the more people I get, that's a weekly and a monthly check that I get coming in weekly just for having a team, and then you and how many people on you. So pretty much a pyramid scheme, but at the grand scheme of things, I never cared about the pyramid scheme and making money that way. I just wanted to know about how to trade and make money on my own. Because they told me you can make money from a blink of an eye, in a blink of an eye, just with a click of a button. And I'm like, I said, what? So they gave us courses to go through to learn how to trade. And man, bro, we smoke weed. We didn't do no other drug. We smoked weed and we was drinking. So during COVID, playing the game, we'll be drinking, drunk, playing the game, smoking, getting high, playing the game. But I finally found something that I could lock in and play. Like I can play just like the game and learn and master, but make money with it. So I kid you not, we went 24-hour days smoking weed and just locked in on this same computer, going up and down, just going through course, trying to figure out the basics and how to trade and make money. I finally figured out how to do everything from the basics to what a candlestick is, to how to read a chart, this, that. And now I'm ready to risk my money to try to make even more money. Day by day, we just put money in, taking the trade, losing. Put money in, taking the trade, losing. But I kid you not, the first day we made a little profit. We probably made $5. Okay, cool. We made $5. And every single day after I made that $5, because that was like an adrenaline rush. Like, okay, this for real. Like I pulled it out and I put it in my bank account. I'm like, okay, so the money really came to my bank account and it's real. I said, okay, that's all I needed to see.
So where were you? Were you working to get the money to be able to invest in, or where were you getting the
So the
money to be
fun,
able to?
I was asking my grandparents for the money. So I'll ask them for $50 here, $50 there, $50 here, $50. But I wasn't betting the whole $50 cop. I knew about risk management. So
Gotcha.
I was risking this much money to make this much money, but I wasn't finna use the whole $50 just so I could have more in the tank just in case I lose. Just in case I lose, I got more in the tank to keep trying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
$50 get to adding up, $50 get adding up. And they're like, all right, now, hey, we're not giving you no more money. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank y'all, but it's all right. I'm finna do it big now. So, and another way the money was coming in was with the people who were recruiting. Cause we had a team. I had my own team. My brother had his own team on the one bigger person. And we had weekly checks coming in because one person was like $230. You get 5 people on the team. That's like what I think $400 to $500 every week. You get 10 to 20 people. That's like $1,000 a week. So we had that type of money coming in finally. So I ain't have to ask them for the $50 no more. So I'm blowing those checks weekly, trying to trade every single day, putting the whole check in, trying to trade, make money every single day. Nothing, losing my 230, losing my 230, losing my 230. So while I'm not studying, I'm on the phone trying to get people. Hey, yo, bro, yeah, you gotta come join. Ooh, this, that, you gotta come join. I get them to join. I get 230. I get 230. I'm like, okay, cool. It's time to trade again. And I'm constantly in that cycle, for about a good month. And I had a girlfriend at that time. So first love, I haven't been, I was 300, 325, and I've never been in any relationship, no nothing. Only because I was fat and I hated myself. And I was with my first girlfriend at the time. So when COVID hit, during that time, I'm learning how to trade, and I'm on the phone constantly all day and night. And you know, females, they don't like that. They want attention. And she wasn't getting no attention, and she had went into the Air Force. So she was in the Air Force doing her thing, working, and I'm constantly trying to learn how to trade so I can provide for me just in case football don't work. And we still got a life just in case you want to get out of the Air Force and I'm trading. So you don't even have to do nothing. You just wake up, live life. I got the money, I'm a provider, I'm good. It didn't go like that. It went more like her telling me she felt like she was getting neglected. And I'm telling her like, this is for us so we can have a backbone and I won't have to ask for no money because I hated asking for anything. I would be dead broke. I would go hungry and I would starve. Even in college, I would go hungry and I would starve just so I wouldn't ask nobody for anything. That was always me. I hated asking for anything. So she was telling me how she was feeling neglected, this and that, and she wasn't feeling appreciated. And I'm like, you have a money-making machine in the cycle because you go to work in the Air Force, so you automatically good. As long as you wake up, you good. Me, if football don't work for me, I can have trading to rely on because it's constant money, and all you doing is using your mind to make money. Make money. So I'm putting all my time and all my effort into making money, getting people on my team so I can learn how to make money and make money. So when she told me that, I go to my mentor and I'm like, hey bro, this trading thing not working out. I'm gonna need some help and I need some reinforcement so I can start making some money and show like I'm not just doing this for show. I'm really making money. And he was like, okay, yeah, bro, just giving me the runaround. Come to find out he never knew how to trade. Cause you know, the universe or God, whatever anybody believes in, the truth gonna show eventually. The truth gonna show. Whatever's in the dark gonna come to light. And it finally came to light. Like it finally came to light, and all he wanted was just a huge team so he can be making millions a month. And me and my brother, we told him, we was like, bro, we don't care about the money coming in weekly like that. We want to learn how to trade. So whenever we need money, we can go in, open his laptop, click a button, and make money. Wait for our money to be made. And he never could give us the signs or the tools or the road to get to that place. So we cut him out all time. We finally found somebody off of Instagram, another black dude who was from the ghetto, worked at Burger King, worked at all these fast food chains, and he found out about trading. He made a living off trading. So we got in his course. Still trying to learn how to trade, get money, learn how to trade. It still don't work out. So we started jumping from course to course to course, and nothing's working at all. Nothing at all is working. Nothing. And my girlfriend, she finally gets fed up with me, and she just tells me, she's like, bro, yeah, this what we got going is not gonna work out. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, I'm doing this for us. And she's like, no, I'm neglected, I'm not feeling appreciated, this and that. All the emotions that a female go through, she's not hearing it. So she cut me off in the relationship, all ties gone. So now me and bro, we back in Middle Tennessee now. We go back up to Middle Tennessee because it's time the football season finna start coming back in. They finna tell us what we finna do. So we start having these meetings like, okay, this is what's going on right now. This is how it's finna work. You either can play or you can sit out for the year. So we're up here in the college dorms. Yeah, we're in the college dorm. And I finally tell my coaches, yeah, I'm not playing this year. So I'm just going to take this year off, and I'm going to put I ain't tell them about the trading. I just told them I was just going to be training, getting ready for next season.
But so this is 2021 then? The 2021, 22. And you just tried it. You already had a freshman redshirt year, and now you're going to take it. So you're just going to play 2 full years as your plan.
Right.
That's correct.
So now I told him, yeah, I'm not playing this year. COVID, I'm not too 100% with it. It's cool because when we came back up to school, we had voluntary workouts and we had voluntary meetings. So now we having voluntary film sessions. They're not really voluntary, but they just say volunteer, but they're not really voluntary. So we have to be and COVID going around, people getting their shots and stuff, people getting tested. We getting tested each and every day throughout everything. And people start coming out with COVID on the football team. Everybody started coming out having COVID. And if you got COVID, they send you to a whole nother home by yourself. Like, you still in Murfreesboro, but you're in a house, an abandoned house by yourself, brand new, but abandoned house by yourself until you get cleared. You get cleared after a week. They say 5 to 7 days, you clear to come back with the team. I kid you not. It's 17 offensive linemen in the room. I'm still in the front. I'm right here in front of the Promethean board where we watch film at. This the first 5 offensive linemen, the starting 5, the second string behind me, the third string behind me, on and on. I kid you not. We came out of workouts in a film room one day, and one of my buddies in the offensive line room, he told me, he said, bro, you know Michael, just for example, Michael had COVID. They said Michael had COVID last week at the beginning of this week. And I'm like, if he had COVID, why he in the meeting room with us? He just gonna get out sick. You feel me? And I'm like, yeah, that ain't it. And offensive linemen, we always touching. We always have to be touching, forming each other up, putting pad on pad pretty much, because we're in the trenches. So that's what we do. And come to find out, is more people start coming out with COVID, but they not telling them or sending them home. They just keeping them in practice, keeping them in flow.
Yeah.
And one day in the film room, I see it's 17 offensive linemen in the film room, and from the stories that I hear going around the locker room, out of all the names that I heard, me and my locker mate, we counted how many people had COVID on the offensive line. It's 17 people in the room, and 10 had COVID, was diagnosed with COVID. Wow. And I'm like, I said, oh, no. I'm not getting COVID. If I get COVID, it's just going to be because I caught it. But intentionally, oh, no. That's a no. So that's what led me to leaving the football alone for them, telling the coach, yeah, I'm not doing it this year. I wait the next year. It's cool. I'll just take this year off. But I'll be training. And that what gave me the the green light for trading. So I'm not playing football. Just broke up with my first love, and it's just me and my brother in an apartment complex on campus. And we every day, we always been the fitness. Me and my brother, we always wanted abs. We always wanted veins popping out everywhere. We always want to be in shape, phenomenal shape. So we told ourselves, we said, okay, we're gonna get in shape and we're gonna be trading. So we're gonna have the best of both worlds. We're gonna have the body, we're gonna have the look, and we're gonna have the money. So we can do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do it. And ain't nobody gonna tell us different.
Yeah.
So it was one day all right, so yeah, let me see. How can I put this? So I was okay, I opted out of the football season, and he was a freshman coming in. Fall, it was right before fall, so I'll say spring or summer workout. Whatever COVID was. But I know he was going to volunteer workouts while I was at home trading, making money. So he'll go. I trade between 9 and 11 a.m. 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. And he was going to workouts around 7 o'clock. So he was going to work out. I wake up, I'm trading, waiting on my setup to happen each and every day. By the time he come on, I done made $100. I done made $100. I'm like, okay, cool. It was one day he came home, and it was one morning. It was about 6 a.m. I got up for an early trade set up, and the trade was around it was at $40, $50. He went to practice for 2 hours, came back, and the $40, $50 jumped up to $500. And he walked in the house, and I'm like, yo, bro, hey, $500 is on the screen right here, my boy. Hey, ain't no more football. And he was like, bro, you just made $500 while I was at practice for 2 hours. Oh, I'm not going to practice no more. It's all with football. We finna work on trading every single day. From that point on, well, he told the coaches that he was opting out of trading. I mean, he was opting out of football for the year, and we was just gonna be trading. So every single day, we doing the same thing. Waking up, working out, trading. Waking up, working out, trading. But the workouts was just go to the weight room, get a pump, and come on back home, eat, and then trade. Eat and then trade. It was a repetitive cycle. And remind you, we're not on scholarship, so we paying for the rooms on campus, and we still paying for meals. So this guy, he's a coach, but he's from Albany, Georgia. He comes to us, and a week later, he's like, hey, y'all boys, if y'all not playing football this year, y'all not gonna be able to stay on campus in this room. And we're like, what you mean? We paying for this room, so we gonna be able to stay on campus. He like, no, this room gonna be for somebody that's playing this year that's not opting out. So y'all gonna have to move out by Friday.
What?
They told her, and that day it was Wednesday.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. It was Wednesday, and they told we had to be out by Friday. So we said, okay, cool. I called my mom, and I'm like, hey, mom, they say we gotta be out here by Friday. And she's like, okay, tell them to give you to Saturday. We'll come up, we'll get y'all and bring y'all back to Albany. I said, back to Albany? So we ain't finna do that. So we ended up calling them back, and we got the extension to Saturday. So they gave us the extension to Saturday. We found the apartment complex to stay in. Actually, I had an apartment complex being cleaned out for me for the year, but it wasn't ready yet. And I was staying, I had to move all my stuff in the storage, and I was staying on campus with my brother. So I'm sleeping on the couch, and he in his room, and then they tell us this information. So we like, dang, bro, okay, we gotta go somewhere now. We either go back to Albany, or we find an apartment complex we can move into now. And I'm like, I'm not going back to Albany, bro. I just stay with somebody. And he was like, bro, we can't stay with somebody, right? So yeah, and our parent, my mom, she told us, she was like, yeah, y'all just put y'all stuff in the storage, and you just go stay with a teammate. See if you can find a teammate or a friend, and just stay with them till your room open up. Cause my room ain't open up till about another 2-3 weeks. So the 2-3 weeks go by. Okay. Saturday come up, and we get everything out the apartment complex, and we move in with a friend. We blow an air. We got 2 air mattresses They got an open room, and we in doing our thing. They going to practice each and every day, and we waking up. We go get a workout. We drinking, we smoking, but we done made money or we done lost money. 9 times out of 10, we done lost money, so we trying to smoke, drink, and work out to get that off our mind because we need to focus on winning instead of losing. Because with trading, them losses and them emotions that eat you alive. And that's the only way we could cope with it was with a workout and with smoking. So every day for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, we waking up, lose money. But it was some days we made money and we'll show our teammates like, hey, y'all boy going to practice. We making money, $200 on the screen, $300 on the screen, $200. But come to find out, we just making money and losing it, making money and blowing it. We finally move into our apartment complex, open up. We tell them thank you. We move into our apartment complex. This around 2022.
Okay.
2022, and we still enrolled in classes and things like that, but everything is still online because COVID still in the fit, and we just by ourselves now. So we move into a two-man bedroom, two-man apartment bedroom, and we doing online classes, but we still focus all on trading. We got so locked in and focused on the trading that all we did, we was running 24-hour days. So if we wake up, if we stop trading live money just so we can start practicing and studying and implement what we were studying, we will wake up at 7. We will wake up at 7 a.m., eat breakfast, and we will start studying from 8 a.m. and we'll run the whole day from 8 a.m. to the next 8 a.m. of the next day on this computer.
Really?
Studying, just going all in, trying to figure out how can we make money, what we going wrong at, why is it going wrong. We doing this occasionally, day on, day off. And in between, we done started DoorDashing, so we don't have to ask about it for money. And we still have online classes and stuff, so we doing DoorDash, online classes, day trading, DoorDash, online class, day trading. Cause we didn't want to ask our people for the money. We grown, we don't need y'all help now.
Yeah.
We gotta stand up, and cause I ain't like asking for nothing. He ain't like asking for nothing, so that was a no. So we DoorDashing one day. We probably DoorDashing it was one day we started doing 5 hours in the AM and then 5 hours at night. 5 hours in the AM, 5 hours at night, making $100 to $200 just so I have enough money to day trade with. He have enough money to day trade with. So we gotta run the whole day of DoorDashing multiple days just to make money to trade and eat. Man, we make them $200 one day. We wake up at 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. trying to trade. We lose $100. It's a repetitive cycle over and over again. So now we're not even doing schoolwork no more. We just DoorDashing
and
trading. DoorDashing, working out trading. DoorDashing, working out trading. And that's all we know right now. We start getting behind in class. We start failing class. And our mama, she called us. She like, hey, I gotta start doing y'all work now because we still paying for classes. And so we're like, yeah, all right, we'll do it. Just brushing it off. And we end up going to Brentwood, Tennessee. It's right. It's in the Nashville, Tennessee area. And we see all these big houses. We meet all these famous superstars while we DoorDashing just to make, because we know when you get to Brentwood, they'll give you extra tips and stuff just for bringing their food because they nice up there. So we're like, we're going to do this. We run the whole day in Brentwood, and we on the way back home one night, and we listen to NBA Youngboy. That's my favorite rapper. That's who I listen to. And we listen to a song, and we just rapping. We exhausted. Because every day while we do that, we always start off eating a pizza. We split one big pizza. So I get 4 slices, he get 4 slices. And then at night, I get 4 slices, he get 4 slices with a whole nother pizza with the money we done made. So we eat pizza and we do that. And one night we on the way back home eating pizza. And the rapper, Youngboy, he say, it's a song called Playing. And he said, he pretty much told me, stop doing what other people want you to do. You got a vision. Speak your mind and just let it be. That's pretty much what it summed up to be. Say what you're feeling. Say what you feeling and just live out your dream. And I heard of the certain verse that he said, and I replayed it. And I said, bro, you just heard that? I said, like, I'm driving. I said, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I said, bro, I'm finna do what I want to do, which is trade and make money for a living. And school is just a distraction right now. So I told my bro, I'm like, cause he in the car with my little brother. He 2 years younger than me. I said, bro, I'm finna call my mom. I'm finna call mom and grandma and granddaddy, and I'm finna tell them we not doing college no more, bro. Like college is dead, it's over. We dropping out. Kid, you know, I probably had what 2 more years? Had a year and a half left.
Wow.
I had a year and a half left, but I didn't have a solidified course either. I mean, a solidified major.
Okay.
Because when I was playing, before I started playing football, well, my first year going into school, 2017, I majored in psychology, general psychology. I flunked psychology, and I went to the second year. I went to what? Electromechanical engineering. I never got into the engineering classes, but I went through all the core curricular classes like the algebra, the pre-cal, the calculus, all that.
Okay.
And when I started, right before I started playing, remember I told you right before I lost all that weight and I got in shape, and the coach told me I was finna play. My what do you call those guys? The ones that look over the academic advisors, the athletic academic advisor. They told me I didn't have enough credit hours to play football, so they were gonna have to put me in a major that will allow me to play. And I'm like, okay, cool, you can train my major. I ain't got a solidified major. Kid you not, my first 2 to 3 years, I didn't go to no classes with any football player, no sport player, just regular student.
Mm-hmm.
They put me in a major called LSTS. It's called Leisure Sports Tourism Studies. Never heard of it. LSTS. My first day in there, I see all the football players. I see all basketball players. I see the tennis. And I'm like, so this what y'all been? Y'all been in LSTS. Just doing y'all things. Y'all ain't got to do nothing but focus on number of sports. Because when I got my schedule, it said intro to football, intro to soccer, intro to golf, intro to tennis. I'm like, oh, y'all ain't been doing nothing. Y'all ain't been stressed about nothing. So all that came into play when I was listening to that verse with that dude said, and I'm like, yeah, bro, this all this just a distraction, not gonna get me no money in life, not gonna get me where I want to be. So I'm finna cut out college. That same night we got home from Brentwood, I FaceTime my mom. I put up on FaceTime, and I said, Mom, look, I love y'all. I know y'all wanted us to finish college, but we're not finishing college. We dropping out, and we finna go all in on trading. And she's like,
so
no, you finna.
You didn't call her and tell her? You put it on Facebook?
No, I put it. No, I caught on FaceTime.
Oh, FaceTime. Okay,
I caught on FaceTime. Yeah, so see my face to face, and see how serious I was. Like, yeah, I ain't playing. Like, well, I'm serious. We finna do this. And I told him like, yeah, it's over. We not finna do college no more. And she like, what you mean you're not doing college no more? Y'all finna graduate. You only got a year and a half left. And I'm like, Mom, I don't have a solidified major. And I'm not just finna go to college just to get a sheet of paper for validation that I finished college. Mm-hmm. And I'm just keep spending money. And she's like, no, you're gonna do this. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna see. And she go get my grandparents, put them on she hang up the phone, get my grandparents, they call me, hey, what's going on here? You finna drop out? And I gave them a rundown. They're like, this is the dumbest decision you will ever make. This is a stupid decision. And I'm just looking at my brother like, oh, they don't get it. They don't get it. I'm finna use this as motivation to get me where I need to be in life. So my mama called me and she like, yeah, okay, if you drop out, if you and your brother drop out, we're cutting y'all off. Like, we're having no ties with y'all. Ain't nothing going on. We're not paying y'all rent. As long as we in college, they paying our rent and they making sure we good. Gotcha. Other than food and living expenses, they making sure we good with rent and water bill. So they were like, if y'all do this, we're not paying y'all rent. We're not doing it. They just giving us excuses on what they gonna do if we drop out. And we like, okay, it's time to man up.
There you
So
go.
we do that. We drop out. Here we go, the man maker. So we drop out. We get the trading. We doing our thing, still going. And my mom, she's not that type of person. She just wanted us to fulfill a dream that they had of
Yeah,
going to
they have
college,
to.
working. Yeah, yeah, definitely. They want us to go to college, find a good job, and work. Make sure we solidify in life and we good. And a week go by, and that same weekend she called me back. She was crying. She's like, I know what I did was wrong, and she pretty much was apologizing because she was like, "We men, it's time for us to man up, and we're gonna do what we need to do." Her and my grandparents on the phone telling us like, we back y'all up. We was just mad at the moment, but we back y'all up 110%, and we got y'all with anything y'all need. And we were like, okay, thank you, but we got this on our own.
Mm-hmm.
So we steady DoorDashing and trading. DoorDash working out trading. DoorDash working out trading. And one day while we day trading, we put on some music off a YouTube video, and the rapper Gucci Mane come up. He been locked up for 5 years, and he come up with a music video. And kid you not, me and him were both like the same size, same shape, stomach hanging out here. And he get on the music video, and I see this man in shape. He 6-pack abs, he all ripped, ready, he tatted up everywhere. And I look at my bro, I'm like, I say, bro, if he can do it, I know for a fact there ain't no way I can't do that. So trading, I told myself that I was gonna get that phenomenal look right there. That's what I'm working towards. That phenomenal
Got
look, right? Just how he got,
Mhm.
that's what I'm finna get. So
Okay.
I is focused on working out because we always, me and bro, we always worked out hard. We just want that look. We always want that look. But when we see him, that just kicked it up to another notch, a whole new level.
Gotcha.
So now we going in even harder on the fitness and the trading, fitness and the trading. We find us a job or two. We find a job, we quit the job because we day trading. Found a job, quit the job because we day trading. And I got down to about, during the fitness journey, I went through all the diets. I tell you now, I went through all the diets. I went through the pescatarian diet for about 6 months. I did the vegan diet for about a year. I did the fruit fasting for about 3 to 6 months. I did all the diets, the carnivore diet. I was trying all the diets, just to get in shape, phenomenal shape, like Gucci was looking. But I can never get it. I do all this hard work and I can never get it. So I was still day trading, and we was working at FedEx. We were delivering packages for FedEx. And one day before FedEx truck, and one day before the FedEx truck came by, no, one day before we went into work, it was like around 8 a.m. We had to be there at 9 a.m. It was a big news impact event for day trading, and I watched with a blink of an eye $200 turn into 5K in a blink of an eye. So it was a countdown: 3, 2, 1. A new counter came up, and my brother, he yelled out. He said, "Bro, you still in that trade?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, go look at it." I look at it. It went from $200 to 5K. We quit the job instantly. Cut it out instantly. We said, "Yeah, we not coming in no more. Thank y'all for hiring us, but we not coming in. We finished." So now I got some money. I think I know what I really know. I know what to do, this, that. So it's just fitness and trading. The money run out, and we got to find a new job. So we started staying in that cycle right there, working out, trying to get in the best possible shape, trading, job. Make some money trading, quit the job. Make some money trading. We went FedEx. We went to Rooms to Go, moving furniture, making money. We worked at Rooms to Go about 4-5 months. Made a big profit trading, quit. We went to a plant site. it was a temporary job. It's called temp service job. We got hired on for about 5 to 6 months, made some big profit, quit. We went to what is it called? General Mills, where they
Mm-hmm.
make auto parts. Working working 12, 16 hour shift, 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. Right after them jobs, we go work out in the weight room, go to sleep, wake up, trade. We end up get fired from that job. And we just
So
going,
you,
it's just a steady cycle, trying to get in shape.
yeah. So you're trying everything you possibly can in order to pursue your dream in trading. At the same time, you're working out in fitness. And then what blows up for you as you continue, or where are you kind of at now? What's happening as you're doing this?
So now I'm sitting here, I'm telling bro, like, I said, I don't know about trading, bro, but some
Uh-oh.
some gotta work out for us. Cause we not finna work all our life. We gonna work to pay our bills and to eat, but we not finna work all our life, bro. This not us. It don't even feel right just working all our life. So we anytime we said that we'll make a big profit with trading, and they'll come in and they'll come in, they'll come in, steady cycle, steady cycle, steady cycle. We ended up moving out of the apartment. We came into this home, and we still doing the same thing. We now we back at FedEx, but we're not delivering packages. We went back to FedEx like 3, 4, 5 times
Okay.
delivering packages, but now we back at FedEx and we're working a night shift, and we're loading the packages onto the trucks during the night shift. Right after night shift, we'll go work out at the gym, trade, and that's the cycle right there for about another year,
Okay.
another
Gotcha.
6 months to a year. And I'm
I
still
love
fat. I'm out of shape. I don't went. Sir.
No, go ahead. You went to what now? You said you're out of shape.
Okay. Yeah. So now during the years, I done stopped playing football. I done dropped out of college. It's around 2023, 2020. We moved into this home around 2024. So we did constant trading and working out for 3 to 4 years with a job, with different jobs, cycling through jobs for 3 to 5 years. Because we started in 2022, 23, 24. Yeah, so 22, we dropped out in 22, 23, 24. So 3 years is just straight trading, fitness, and job. And that's the steady cycle each and every day. And I keep telling bro, like, I know this trading on here. I know trading over. I know trading over. I done made up in my mind, trading is for me. I am a day trader. There's not
All
gonna
right.
be nothing else in the world for me to do but day trade. Wake up, click a button, make money. I'm not doing nothing else. So I don't care what happened. This gonna happen. We're gonna make this happen. And one day I get home. One day I get home from FedEx and working out, and I'm like, bro, it got to be something. I'm in the car by myself, and I'm like, bro, something got to give, cause I'm tired of this cycle, and I just want to be rich. I just want to make money. I want to be rich. And I'm scrolling on Instagram, just sitting in the car, and this dude named Wes Watson comes across my Instagram, and I hear the intensity, and what he's giving out, and he's talking about self improvement,
Mm-hmm.
personal development, getting yourself right. It's starting out by fitness, pretty much fitness, personal development, and becoming the best version of you. And it just resonating the way he giving off his message. It just resonating. It's him, and I'm like, something just telling my intuition. I know it's my intuition, but I'm like, something telling me to just see
Mm-hmm.
what bro got going on and maybe invest in him. And I listened to him for a couple days. I'm watching his YouTube. I'm watching his Instagram each and every day, and it just starts sticking to him. And he's pretty much telling you and showing you testimonials on how he got people from fat and out of shape to ripped up, peeled, and in shape, phenomenal shape.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking, I'm like, bro, I know I can do that. I've been working. I'm at this time, I'm like 260, 270, 260. So I done went from 325, and over a time span of 2, 3 years, I done got down to 260, 270. So I'm like, I still don't look like Gucci man. So it ain't right. I ain't did something right. So I'm like, all I hear now is him talking about investing yourself so you can become your best self. Investing, so I'm like, okay, I always invest in myself with trading. Let me invest in myself and get my body right, and maybe trading will finally go right.
Yeah.
I ended up investing in them on a 3 month. No, I did a yearly transformation course. I bought his program for the year,
Mm-hmm.
and the first 3 months, I went from 260 and I dropped down to 220. I'm
Whoa.
like, I said, whoa. I said, whoa, nah.
So
No,
you're 100
yeah, the
pounds
first three
less than
months,
you were when you started. Wow. Okay. You're 100 pounds less
yeah.
than you
So the
were
first
when.
3 months, right. So
Wow.
260 to 230, I hit 230. I'm like, oh, 3 months, okay. 6 months roll around because I see results and change. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
6 months roll around, and I'm like, I see a whole different change. I go from 330 to 325, 320, 319, 350. I'm like, oh, but this is right. This is it. And I'm feeling my best self. Everything's going right in life. All because I done started investing in myself. And now instead of locking in on the messages of him talking about creating your best self, it's now time to create your best self and then give that person to the world and start helping people that overcame and went through. So those messages start resonating with me. And I'm like, I done overcame, I done dropped over 100 pounds. I done got in shape. Everybody that once knew me, I was overly fat. I was 325 pounds. Now I'm 220. That's the biggest jump ever. I done went through heartbreak. I done used heartbreak as motivation to keep me purpose driven with trading. I done gained all this wisdom, all this knowledge from all these people I done learned from through jobs and just living life. And I'm like, bro, I can teach people anything I want. And like if anybody,
Yeah.
I felt like whatever anybody in the world is going through, I done been through it, and I got the keys to help you get through what you're going through, except for going to jail, going to prison, and doing hard drugs other than weed and drinking. I got the keys. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I feel like I can teach and help people. So I invest in this program to start helping people
Nice.
overcome what they going through. And
Mm-hmm.
what mainly been attracted to me are people who going from fat and that want to be fit like I did. Cause that's my Instagram handle, E2Fit, because I went from fat to fit. So now I done moved away from the trading and now I'm more focused on self-development, self-improvement, self-improvement, and fitness and nutrition. So
Wow.
now
Yeah.
summing all up, I'm here where I'm at with self-development, self-improvement, fitness and nutrition, and helping people become the best version of themselves all through mindset, fitness, and nutrition.
Oh
And
man.
then once you become your best self, you get that person to the world and whatever you went through, you help others achieve what you went through and overcome what you went through. So that's my story.
Man, I love it. Thank you for sharing, because there's so many people out there that would love to be able to become the person that they need to be. Like one of the things that I do through my coaching and stuff is help people become the person they need to be in order to do what God put them on this planet to do. And I love to see that you're doing that, that you're working on that you have the tenacity, that you're not giving up, that there's just some fine line things to tune now. It's like, okay, so now how do we create a business that would then allow you to be, whether it's podcasting, whether it's coaching, whether it's because you have all those tools, and I know your dream
Right.
was the trading and the day trading and that kind of stuff, but to see that you won't quit, that you won't stop. And so there's so much of that that I see in your future. You said you're 25 now, is that what you said, or how old are you now?
25.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
sir.
God. Yeah. So we gotta get you millionaire by 30, right? So that is
Yeah.
because you
I
have
see
a story.
it's
Yeah.
coming fast.
Yeah, no, you have a story to tell, and you've done it, right? Because there's so many people who talk about it. There's so many people who say, I woulda, coulda, shoulda, want to. I think like, be, do, have, where you become the person you need to be so you can do the thing you're put on this earth to do. Then you get to have. And what a lot of people try to do is they try to have, do, be, right? They say, I need to have this. I'm going to go do all this stuff, but they haven't become the person that can do it yet. And so by you working on your personal development, by you working on the things that you need to do, to become that person, that's going to automatically allow you to do the things and then have the lifestyle that you want. So yeah, I know we're out of time on our podcast today, but I can't wait to continue to have conversations with you, talk with you, follow up on you. Let's see what you're doing in 6 months. I got some ideas and some books and stuff that I'm gonna, to send your way. And but I sure thank you for being on today and just talking to us and being vulnerable enough to share your life, because so many people won't do that. So many people will just say, I'm doing good, I'm doing good, I'm doing good, and don't tell you, do I have an issue with you dropping out of college? Absolutely not. If it wasn't the thing that you were going to do, and you knew that wasn't where your life needed to go. And then, I guess I want to encourage you to continue to keep up whatever that is your destiny. Keep up the discipline. Keep up, because anybody who knows how to lose 100 pounds knows how to be disciplined, knows how to be consistent, knows how to get what they want. And so we'll talk some offline. And so for those of you who just watched this, you're going to follow us. We're going to follow back up with Eric, and we're going to keep rooting him on and keep making sure that he gets the things that he needs to be able to have in order to do. And so go ahead and hit subscribe, do all the things that you need to do for your YouTube, and then we'll be back with you on the next one. So don't forget, you are God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. And we, my friend, will talk to you on the next one. So oh my gosh, what's going on with my computer here? Oh my gosh, my computer's like locked up. So, here we go. I'll take that part out. We will see you on the next one.